Quatrain 时日江山丽，春风花草香。泥融飞燕子，沙暖睡鸳鸯。Word for word translation. Evening Junction. Spring breeze, flower and herb fragrance. Mud melts, flying swallows. 若牛王 sleeping mandarin duck. Sense for sense translation. Long spring days, battles in golden light. The breeze wafts fragrance of blooms inside. Swallows dot through mud softened by rain. On some warm sands, mandarin ducks remain. Spring sun bathes the land in radiant grace. A breeze wafts fragrance of blooms and grass. Mud softens, swallows start and weave with speed. Sun warms, paired mandarin ducks repose in peace. Creative background. This poem was written in the spring of 764 AD, during the period when Du Fu lived in Chengdu's thatched cottage. After the Anshi Rebellion, Du Fu went through a period of displacement and finally settled in Chengdu with the help of his friend Yan Wu. Although his life was temporarily stable, the poet was still concerned about the country's turmoil and the suffering of the people. The pastoral scenery around Chengdu's thatched cottage provided him with short-term spiritual comfort. And the scene of spring depicted in the poem is not only a celebration of the beauty of nature, but also an implicit desire for a peaceful life. The style of Du Fu's poetry during this period changed from melancholy and setback to fresh and lively, reflecting a delicate observation of life and nature. Verse by verse. Evening Junction, late day. Using late day in spring in the Book of Songs 1 July to emphasize the warmth of spring sunshine and laid the warm tone of the whole poem. Junction beautiful. Take the panorama with the word beautiful to show the magnificent beauty of the mountains and rivers under the sunshine of spring, which not only has visual beauty, but also implies the poet's joy in the recovery of nature. Spring breeze, flower and herb fragrance. From vision to smell, the spring breeze brings the aroma of flowers and plants to the face, forming a multi-sensory interwoven spring picture scroll. The word fragrance echoes the previous sentence li, strengthening the fullness of spring. Mud melts, flying swallows. Dynamic description. The soil is moist due to spring rain mud melting, and swallows build their nests with mud, showing the busyness and vitality of life. The flying of swallows contrasts with the sleeping of mandarin ducks in the next sentence, highlighting the harmonious rhythm of nature. Show no one sleeping mandarin duck. Static portrayal. The beach is warmed by the sun. The mandarin ducks live in pairs, and the picture is warm and lazy. This detail not only reflects Du Fu's attention to subtle life, but also alludes to his yearning for a peaceful life. Artistic features. The alignment is neat, and the structure is exquisite. The four lines of the whole poem are paired in pairs, such as late day to spring breeze, mud melting to sand warmth, which is neat and natural, in line with the metrical beauty of Quatrain 68. Three-dimensional presentation of color and senses. Visually, junction and fragrance of flowers and plants lay out the spring scenery in bright colors. Tactile, mud melt and sand warmth conveys spring through the temperature of the soil and sand. In terms of smell, the fragrance of flowers and plants makes the picture more immersive. The philosophical implication of combining dynamic and static. The swallow's flight and the mandarin duck's sleep form a dynamic balance, which not only shows the natural vitality, but also implies Du Fu's dialectical logical thinking on movement and stillness in triple times, the contradictory unity of world turmoil and short-term tranquility. The language is concise and profound. It only used 20 words to outline the complete picture of spring, and it implied the thought of family and country. For example, late days symbolized the passage of time, and Shuang symbolized the treasure of a stable life, reflecting Du Fu's language pursuit of amazing words and endless depth. 时日江山丽，春风花草香。泥融飞燕子，沙暖睡鸳鸯。Long spring days bathe hills in golden light. The breeze wafts fragrance of blooms inside. Swallows stop through mud softened by rain. On sun warm sands, mandarin ducks remain. Spring sun bathes the land in radiant grace. A breeze wafts fragrance of blooms and grass. Mud softens, swallows dart and weave with speed. Sand warms, paired mandarin ducks repose in peace.
下期再见。